Welcome to Roller Spectacular Event 4. We're a third of the way through the season, and World Ender and Emmy Crush are back to try to continue dominating the field. Emmy won't have it easy, as she will challenge Hurricane Chloe in our first race of the night. Which of these die-cast monster trucks can get to the line first? Emmy Crush got out to an early lead and never looked back. She'll also get credited for a skyscraper and sand barrier surf boss, while Hurricane Chloe will get a point for knocking down the finish line pole called a magnetic attraction. We haven't seen anyone knock down the pink finish line pole yet this season, and our officials are now offering 3 FXP points to the first racer to knock down that specific pole. Maybe we'll get to see that happen tonight. Unregistered Holstein is on the line in the pink lane to race Hex Code, who is returning after a couple of races off. Let's see if she's got any rust to knock off her racing game. Ouch! Hex Code definitely knocked the rust off, but unfortunately she did it in the middle of the race. It looks like she tagged several of the rocks, pushed over the safety barrier, and then went nose first right into the hill coming out of Roller Valley. That will give the win to Unregistered Holstein, who gets a magnetic attraction FXP point and will go to the next round to race Emmy Crush. Good grief.
You know, I could pull her back to the pits myself if you'd let me have a chance. My friend, it takes a certain level of skill, a certain level of finesse, and fortitude to do this job. Only the best of the best can pull a monster truck backwards up a hill. Maybe we can talk about getting you a chain for next season. Oh yeah, got it. Hey, wasn't it you who tied your own shoelaces together yesterday? Hey, no need to talk about the past.
Up next, we have Kirby Golightly and Arctic Wreck taking on Allison Lyons in Out of Pocket Max. Allison has shown some speed in racing lately, so I think our friend Kirby will have his hands full. Kirby got the whole shot, and I think he might have taken the win, but it was a close one. Arctic Wreck is your winner, though I'm being told he will not get a neighborhood bully point because Out of Pocket Max is the one who bumped into Arctic Wreck after bouncing off the sand barrier. She will also not get a neighborhood bully point because she didn't cross into Arctic Wreck's lane. The judges are tough tonight. World Ender is back and will take on King Vesuvius, who is returning from a hard-fought final round loss in Event 3. Can Vesuvius get his mojo back? No, he cannot. That was an easy win for World Ender, who left poor King Vesuvius in the dust. Vesuvius did at least get a nice skyscraper in, and becomes the second truck this season to do an E-brake, which is one of the coolest freestyle moves in my opinion. Let's head over to Misty St. James to show us the bracket.
Thanks, Lawrence. We expected Emmy Crush and World Ender to be tough tonight, and they are proving us right so far. Emmy will be racing Unregistered Holstein in the next race, and following that, Arctic Wreck will challenge World Ender. While Arctic Wreck may have his hands full, he will at least have lane choice in this race, and that might be enough to help him get to the Challenger Bracket Finals. Lawrence?
You're right about that, Misty. Lane choice can be critical, and for this race, Emmy Crush has chosen the teal lane against Unregistered Holstein. Emmy has defeated Holstein in both of their previous encounters. Can she do it for a third time? Unregistered Holstein gave her a good run, but Emmy comes out on top once again. Holstein did at least connect with a neighborhood bully in what was otherwise a very clean race. It seems like we're starting to see a pattern where drivers will try to keep it smooth and steady through the Challenger bracket and then ramp up their freestyle effort in the Eliminator if they feel like they need to. Speaking of smooth and steady, World Ender is ready to take on Arctic Wreck, who has chosen the teal lane. Can Arctic pull off an upset? Here we go. Arctic Wreck went on a rough ride and lived up to his name. That's the second time tonight we've seen someone go off track, and both times it happened over in the teal lane. World Ender is your winner, and will add another 2 FXP points to his total as well. Hopefully both Kirby and his truck are okay to come back for the Eliminator after launching off that rock and straight into the wall. How's the bracket looking after that action, Misty?
Well, despite not making it to the finish line in that last race, Arctic Wreck has taken the freestyle lead for now, with 4 FXP. Emmy Crush and World Ender have continued to be dominant here in Event 4, and will race each other in the Challenger Bracket Finals once again, with Emmy getting lane choice. Emmy Crush is the only competitor so far this season to hand a loss to World Ender, and if she can do it again, it will give her a huge advantage when we get to the Eliminator Bracket. Back to you, Lawrence.
It's no surprise to see Emmy Crush taking the teal lane here against World Ender. As Misty alluded to, the winner of this race automatically goes to the finals in the Eliminator Bracket and will have lane choice against their opponent. These two are ready, so let's go green. Oh no! Emmy Crush got caught sleeping at the line and is now the third victim of the night to go barreling out of the teal lane, through the rocks, and into the wall. Our track crew really needs to address that before the Eliminator Bracket. World Ender is the Challenger Bracket winner, taking home the race win plus 2 FXP for a role model and magnetic attraction. Either way, I don't think Emmy had a chance after being so slow out of the gate. She will at least get 2 FXP for her freestyle moves, the off-road enthusiast, and wall charger. Congratulations to your Event 4 Challenger Bracket winner, World Ender. Where do we stand heading into the Eliminator Bracket, Misty?
With his win tonight, World Ender is in the most favorable position heading into the Eliminator Bracket in the next video. Hurricane Chloe, Hex Code, Out of Pocket Max, and King Vesuvius will have to climb out from deep in the bracket to get the racing win. But we know it's possible after what Retrograde Season pulled off in Event 3. World Ender, Emmy Crush, and Arctic Wreck are tied for the freestyle lead with 4 points each. But 4 points is not a strong lead, and it really is anyone's game. Lawrence?
I'm looking forward to seeing if anyone can find the speed to knock off World Ender. Thanks again to our subscribers for all you do to keep our lowdown rollers safe. For Misty St. James, I'm Lawrence Bradley, and we'll see you next time for the Eliminator Bracket.